TheJbeans.net.
We're back with more tips for the Celebrity Summit, and we hope these 11 additional quick tips will help you enjoy your next cruise aboard the Summit even more. Our first 4 tips will help you make the most of your meal at the Celebrity Summit's buffet, the Ocean View Cafe. The first tip is to check out all of the food stations at the buffet to see all the dishes being served for each meal. During our cruise, different foods were spread out around the entire buffet. The digital map near the buffet entrance is an easy way to find a specific type of food you're interested in. The map changes with each meal. Our next tip is to check out the seating at the bakery or at Scoops in the Ocean View Cafe. Both are located near the midship entrance to the buffet. These areas are great for seating because they're close to the hand-washing stations, the dessert stations, the restrooms, and a couple of drink stations. Additionally, we often found seating in these areas when other areas were full. Our third tip is to take note of the dessert triangle in the Ocean View Cafe. During our cruise on the Celebrity Summit, desserts were served in 3 locations at the buffet: the dessert station, the bakery, and Scoops. All 3 formed a sort of triangle at the midship end of the buffet that we called the dessert triangle. Our next tip is to check the buffet's drink stations if you want to take a coffee to go. Coffee cups, cup sleeves, and lids were available near the end of the drink station for the complimentary coffee. Speaking of the buffet, our 5th tip is to consider complimentary alternatives to the Ocean View Cafe buffet if you want a less crowded Embarkation Lunch. At the start of our cruise on the Celebrity Summit, the Mast Grill, which is located near the pool, offered hot dogs, burgers, turkey burgers, veggie burgers, French fries, and toppings for Embarkation Lunch. And the Spa Cafe, which is located in the solarium, offered healthier options like salads, wraps, and sandwiches. Our next tip is to check out the Celebrity Summit's Cafe El Baccio coffee bar for complimentary desserts and breakfast items. For breakfast, the cafe had donuts, muffins, pastries, and croissants available. Cakes, pies, cupcakes, eclairs, and more were available the rest of the day. During our cruise, the cafe was open from 6 in the morning until midnight. Although many of the items at the cafe were also available at the buffet, the cafe had a good amount of seating available nearby, which made it a nice spot for a quick bite. Our 7th tip is to lay your drink menu down if you want to signal to the waitstaff that no drinks are needed. If you're seated in a venue with waitstaff mingling to take drink orders, including the buffet, and you don't want anything from the bar, lay your drink menu down to keep from being asked about drinks over and over again. Our next tip is to make sure you check your daily schedule before heading out to the pool or whirlpools in the evening. During our cruise, the Celebrity Summit's pools and whirlpools closed early one night at 7 p.m. for cleaning. Other nights, the closing times varied between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. Also be aware that the pools are closed during inclement weather, so if you want to try the solarium thalassotherapy pool, we recommend doing it as soon as you have the opportunity. Our 9th tip is to bring magnets for hanging items on your stateroom walls. We brought magnetic hooks and found them useful for hanging hats, daily schedules, birthday decorations, and artwork from the Kids Club. Our next tip is to bring your own books and magazines if you plan to read while you're cruising on the Celebrity Summit. We found the library area to be lackluster compared to other ships we've sailed on. There was just a couple dozen books on a rolling cart, a small table, and 4 chairs located in a small, open room near the heavily trafficked elevator area. There were also a few dozen books available in the entryway to the Rendezvous Lounge. Speaking of the Rendezvous Lounge, our 11th and final tip is to avoid sitting near the forward entryway to the lounge if you have issues with cigarette smoke. During our cruise, there was a constant heavy smell of smoke in and near the entryway. The smell came from the doors that lead to the outside deck smoking area, which are located next to the entrance of the lounge.